All right, guys, this is Daniel coming from East West Farm, and I'm just going to talk a little bit about doing it yourself. You know, I meet a lot of folks who look to get into farming and stuff who have had a long career. They retire, and now they've got a good deal of resources, so they want to get into farming. Well, I didn't have a bunch of capital to get started, but it was what I was going to do. But so what that means is that when I've got a problem, I can't just expect someone else is going to take care of it and that I can pay them. And so we bought this truck and got a really good deal on it. It checked out great. The guy I bought it from had actually bought it from his wife's aunt, and anyways, he only had it for a couple months. Really great guy. He's retired from the Coast Guard as a captain, and he actually restores vehicles for disabled veterans. So anyways, this truck was great when we got it. We've only had it for about a week, but then yesterday I decided I was just going to start doing some routine maintenance stuff, even though it probably didn't need to be done yet. But the first thing I started with was the fuel filter, which that's this. Fuel filter's in here. Well, when I was taking the old fuel filter off, I heard fuel draining onto the ground, and that should not happen. So, long story short, this truck had a fuel leak some time ago, and the most common problem that these engines, it's a 7.3 liter diesel Power Stroke, is that there's a drain valve on the back here, and it's hard to see. There's a drain valve back there, and there's some O-rings that ever since it was mandated that diesel fuel must be ultra low sulfur, these O-rings go bad. They just get eaten away. So just about anybody who has these engines, you are going to, or frankly any diesel engine, you're going to have a fuel leak if there's an O-ring involved anywhere in there. So apparently there's a leak some time ago, and the little old lady who had this truck, she needed it fixed. And so whoever fixed it for her didn't fix it. What he did was, well, I guess he saw the fuel coming out of the drain tube, which that valve is connected to a tube for draining the fuel out, which is what you need to do whenever you change the fuel filter. So he sees fuel just running out of that tube, and he plugs it. This is what I found jammed up into that drain tube. It's a paintbrush. So the part that was actually broken is this. This is the drain valve. On the back here, see, there should be O-rings. The O-rings are completely gone. That's what seals the system. And once those O-rings are gone, well, fuel just leaks out. So I got a replacement. It cost me about $43. And after much aggravation, I got it replaced with a new one. And there you can see the new one. That yellow, this yellow thing here, that's the actual valve that you open and close to drain the fuel. So anyhow, I'm not a mechanic. Any mechanical abilities that I have, I've just developed on my own by researching and reading and watching lots of YouTube videos and getting on forums and asking questions, because other people have dealt with these same problems and you can find the answer. So all you need are just some basic tools. The only tool I needed to fix this was a ratchet set, a small ratchet with a 1/4 inch socket and a Torx bit. Let's see, I can show you. Here it is. That's a Torx number 15 bit right there. You see that? It's not really focusing good, but and there's 4 screws that you got to take out. But with some patience and determination, I saved about $500, because that's basically the average quote that you will get from a mechanic to fix a problem like this. At least that's what I got. So anyhow, just thought I'd share this with you and share my success at fixing something and saving some money. Even with this little problem, I feel like I still came out ahead. This was a really good deal I got on this truck, and look forward to driving it for many, many years. All right, thanks y'all.